In this video, I'm going to show you few Google Drive tips which are a little bit advanced, and these are useful for educators as well as for general use. I recently made a video titled 4 productivity tips for Google Drive for educators, and that video was well received by online teachers. So I decided to demonstrate few additional Google Drive tips which are a little bit different, and you may not be aware of these tips. But before I start, if this is your first time on my channel, my name is Tahir and I make videos about educational technology tools available for students and teachers and about some of the subjects which I teach. So if you are interested in these topics, please hit the subscribe button and also the notification bell to get notified whenever I post a new video on this channel. And now let us start this Google Drive tutorial. Some of you may not be aware that you can search in your Google Drive from within your Chrome browser. To do that, you must understand few things. So first you right click and you click on Edit Search Engine, and now you will see this screen, and there are two parts here: default search engines like Bing, Yahoo and Google, but you also have other search engines, and in these engines you have this Google Drive. If not, then what you can do is you can click on add, and then you will have to add this URL which I am going to show you. I click on these three dots and I click on edit, and this is the URL which you will be adding in order to add Google Drive search engine. Now this keyword is customizable. You can use any keyword, and I'm going to show you in a minute. Once you got this Google Drive search engine and you know this keyword, what you can do is, if I open a new browser and I know that my keyword is Drive here, and I want to search my Google Drive which is associated with this account which is shown on the right hand side. So what I need to do is I type Drive here and press space bar, and when I press space bar I will see this search Google Drive. And now I can type any word which I want to search, for example pie chart, and I press enter. It is opening my Google Drive, searching for this word, and it will show me all the files, all the Google documents which have this word inside them, either in their name or inside the document. Now let's go back here, and if I click on edit, I can edit this keyword to a very simple keyword such as D. I save it, and now I open a new browser, and this time I press D and space bar, and now I can search inside my Google Drive. So you can customize this keyword to any word you like, or even a single character. And being able to search in your Google Drive is very useful, because with time your Google Drive will grow and there will be a lot of documents. So this was my first tip. Now the second tip is about sharing a Google document. Normally a Google document is something like Word document, but sometimes we want to share our document in the form of a PDF. So this is my document. I click on that, and as you can see that this is an editable document, but I want to share this document in the form of a PDF. If I click on this share button, I will get this dialog box. In this dialog box, I can enter the email address of any person with whom I want to share this document. Okay, let me first share this document as usual, and then I will show you how I can share this as a PDF. So I select one of my own account, and on the right hand side, I can give what type of access I want to give this person, and then I simply click send. And now I am inside my receiving account, and I got this email. I click on that, and this document has been shared with me. If I click on this document, I see the document as it is. This is not what I want. So now let us see how we can share as a PDF. So I close this and keep open my account. To share this as a PDF, what I need to do is I click on share first, and let me remove this access. The first step is to get the link. So I click on get link and I get this link. Now the next step is I copy this link, and now this is my same account. I start an email, I compose an email, and I type and I send this to my second account. I give it a subject, I write any message, then I put the link with Control V, and now I have to edit this link. And what I need to do is I have to delete this edit and write down export. Then after the question mark, I delete this USP and I type format, and instead of the word sharing, I write PDF, and that's it. Now I send this email. A new dialog box will open and it will show me that I am going to share this document. Although I am sending this via email, but I will still get this dialog box. And most of the times when we are trying to send as a PDF, our intention is that we want to give that person only a view access. And if you want to send this link to your whole class so that anyone with the link will have the ability to download the PDF, you can tick this box just like that. Otherwise, you tick this and then you simply click send. So let's do that. And now I go back to my second account, and in my inbox I have got this email. I click on that. The document looks the same in the attachment, but when I click on this link, and as you can see that I'm getting a PDF file this time. So this is how you can share a Google document in the form of a PDF file. And now this tip is about creating links inside your Google document and searching the information on the web at the same time. So let me explain you how. Let us assume that I want to put some educational resources in this document, and I want to link those resources from within my document. So the traditional way is that you find the web address, then you create the link. But there is a very easy way in Google Documents. You click on the link first, and now here you can search just like you will search in your Google browser. So one resource is, for example, Annenberg Learner, which is a very good educational resource. So I type the name in this search bar and it will show me underneath that Google has found this resource learner.org, and this is correct. So I click on that, and as you will see that it will also apply this text to this link, and it will put the URL of that website as well. And my job is to simply click apply. Now this is an active link now. If I put my cursor inside, I can hover over the link, the URL of the link, and I can click on that and the website will open. So in this way, you can directly search and link from within your Google document. Now let me close this tab. Now the next tip is for college students or for researchers, because a lot of my subscribers are doing PhD or other degrees, and sometimes you want to add citations to your Google Documents. So to do that, we have to install an add-on, and I click on add-ons and then get add-on. And now these add-ons are mostly from companies other than Google. So they have made certain tools which add additional functionality to your Google Documents. But the add-on we are looking for is called EasyBib. If I click on that and now I click install, continue, I choose the same account and allow. Now this add-on has been installed, so done, and I can close this now. And now what we can do is, if I click on add-ons, EasyBib and manage bibliography, now I can put a title of any paper or the ISBN here, or even I can search for any keywords. Let me type any random topic, for example World War II, and I search, and let us select this latest title from 2014. I select this, and I am assuming that I have used any reference from this article in my document somewhere, which I have not, but let us assume that. And now I want to cite this document. So let me put bibliography here, and then I put my cursor where I want to add the bibliography, set the font size or whatever, and then I click add bibliography to doc. And now the reference of this document will be added here, and you can manipulate this a little bit. For example, if you are numbering these references, and you can delete this, and now you can arrange your references in this way, and then you can put the next reference and so on. So this is useful when you are writing something in your Google document and you want to cite the work of other researchers. So these were my few tips about Google Drive. I hope you liked this video. If so, please give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching and see you next time.